Hurricane Idalia is currently located over the central portion of the Caribbean Sea just northwest of the Dominican Republic. Residing north of Haiti and the Turks and Caicos Islands, the hurricane is pouring rains and creating gusts of heavy wind in the Caribbean. Idalia is a Category 1 hurricane, considered the weakest on the Saffir-Simpson scale. The National Hurricane Center has projected that the hurricane will move towards the western tip of Cuba over the next few days. Idalia is predicted to travel northwestwards past the Isle of Youth towards the Yucatan Peninsula. From there, the forecast models expect the storm to continue northwest over the Bay of Campeche and towards the Gulf Coast. Hurricane Idalia is expected to weaken over the coming week as it passes over portions of the Caribbean Sea. Wind speeds will gradually slow and the storm's intensity is expected to diminish over time. Current conditions in Idalia's immediate vicinity reflect mostly tropical storm force winds of up to 45 miles per hour. Heavy surf is reported along coasts near the hurricane's trajectory and wind gusts of up to 64 miles per hour have been recorded. Coastal flooding is expected for communities near the storm's path, specifically atop Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula. Areas in Central America, like Belize and Guatemala, face the threat of substantial rain and strong gusts. Invasive species, floods, and other contaminations are possible risks should the hurricane save energy and move inland. Ominous lightning is likely to be observed within a 50 to 75 mile radius of the eye of the storm. While strong winds and certain areas of flooding are inescapable, careful preparation can result in little property damage or physical harm. Airports and other local transportation may be affected due to the impacts of Hurricane Idalia, so residents should remain vigilant. In anticipation of the storm, many coastal regions have activated their hurricane plans and stocked up on supplies. The National Hurricane Center's cone of uncertainty narrows as the storm moves forward towards the northern tip of the Gulf of Mexico. There are no coastal watches or warnings in effect for the hurricane as of yet, but this could change in the coming hours. Hence, people across the Caribbean ought to continuously monitor the news and be mindful of the storm's progress. Satellite imagery show that the storm is steady in its trajectory towards the western tip of Cuba and is endured by showers of rain. It is important to note that the projections are subject to change as the hurricane moves further in the Caribbean Sea at a slow pace. The inland flooding, gusts of wind, and rain associated with Hurricane Idalia will gradually become milder as Idalia weakens in intensity. Fishermen and other seafarers need to take precautionary measures to secure their possessions or vessels in the face of the storm. Workplaces, schools, and event sites may be forced to temporarily suspend due to the hazardous weather conditions created by Idalia's approach.